ache.
Welcome back, guys, to another MLB The Show 18 franchise mode. Can you guys believe this? We are in first place. We are half a game up on the Cleveland Indians, and that, guys, is who we are playing today. We just took the first two against Cleveland, one-run games. As we look at the box score, Indians came back. They scored 3 in the top of the 9th, but we were able to hold on. Michael Kopech got the win. And then on the Monday game, if you look at the box score, we scored 1 in the bottom of the 8th, gave it to the 9th. Ynoa got a win. Jake McGee got the save. Close games. I'm telling you guys, we have 4 games left in the season. 1 against Cleveland, an off day, and then 3 Minnesota games. And we are half a game up over the Indians. We're practically out of the wild card. As you guys look, the Indians right now are 4 games out. We're out of the wild card. That's out of it. We have to win the division. If we can win today's game, that is going to be huge. So, we have Alec Hansen up on the mound. He's going against Danny Salazar. We have finalized practically our lineup to the way it would be in the playoffs. D. Gordon, Tim Anderson, Josh Bell. Matt Davidson is going to be at third. Yohan Moncada in the 5th spot, Nicky Delmonico, Jimenez in DH. Adam Engel is going to be playing. He's going to be our center fielder. We need his bat and we need his defense. And Navarez and Kevin Smith are going to be swapping between maybe Zach Collins if we need him. But most of these bench guys aren't going to get much play right down these last 4 games. So it's going to be a wild ride, guys, but we're going to go ahead and start the game today against the Cleveland Indians. Alright, guys, we are here at Guaranteed Right Field. It is our last home game of the regular season of 2018. Chicago White Sox, Cleveland Indians. We have a 1-game win over them. We have a half a game lead in the division. Alec Hansen is going to be going up on the mound today against Danny Salazar. This is practically playoff baseball at the moment for us. As we take a look at Alec Hansen, his numbers, he's 4-4, a 4.22 ERA. He's given up 62 hits over 53 in the 3rd innings pitched, and his walks are pretty high. His strikeouts are pretty low. But hopefully today, in his last regular season performance, he can be the best pitcher that he can possibly be and prove that he is major league ready, and he's going to be a future starter on this club for years to come. And as always, guys, we are going to go ahead and show you the first at-bat of the game. Michael Brantley is up at the plate for the Cleveland Indians, going against Alec Hansen. And he fouls it off for the first pitch. It is a September night here. 4 games left in the regular season. There is a lot on the line for both clubs. Cleveland Indians do not want to get beat in the division by a rebuilding club, and White Sox are surprising everybody by playing the way that they have down the stretch after being sellers at the trade deadline and still performing pretty well, as Michael Brantley will ground out to Yohan Moncada for the first out of the game. Guys, we take a look at Danny Salazar and his stats. He's 11-6, a 4.15 ERA. His strikeouts per innings pitched is fantastic, along with his walks and his hits. It's going to be a tough outing today for the White Sox, and especially now that they are in a 4-0 hole. As we look at D. Gordon, who sits 5th in the American League in batting average, 5 home runs, 52 RBIs, as he steps up to the plate, representing the White Sox. First offensive chance of the night, as we sit 4-0 right now. In the bottom of the first, Alec Hansen with a rough start, as that will get over the head of Jason Kipnis for a leadoff single for D. Gordon. Alright, guys, there is truly something about September baseball. The White Sox have just batted a round in the first inning, and they continue an offensive onslaught against Danny Salazar. They have put up 6 runs in the first inning. It is 6-4 now, as D. Gordon gets his 2nd hit of the game already in the first inning, as you guys can see. It's been a fantastic start for the Chicago White Sox, who have just have everything rolling from, unfortunately they end the inning here, but a 6-run first inning. A huge offensive start for the Chicago White Sox, who put up 6 runs and 8 hits in the very first inning.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Mike Clevenger enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out.
Number 6.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's Davidson at third. And he's retired, 1 away. So with 1 away, we'll give you a look at the current standings, and you can see they lead the division by the narrowest of margins, just a half game.
Alright guys, we are back. It is the top of the 4th in what has been truly one of the most amazing games ever. Take a look at the score. It is 15-10 in the top of the 4th inning. The White Sox have 19 hits already. It has been truly a offensive night on both teams. White Sox will take a huge lead, and then the next inning will be given up. Alex Hansen made it to the 3rd inning before giving up another 3-run home run, and Dylan Cease had to come in, and Dylan Cease even gave up a home run. It has been quite the game. It has been, the ball has been flying out of the stadium. It's been fantastic.
The batter, number 10.
As you can see, his line score, 2 innings pitched, 9 runs given up, 8 of them were earned, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 8 hits given up. A rough start and the last start of the regular season for Alex Hansen. Alright guys, we're up to bat with Matt Davidson. He is 3 for 3. He needs a triple to get the cycle. He has the double, he has the single, he has the home run. He needs the triple to get the cycle. As you guys can see, the score is now 16-10. So we're going to be hanging with Matt Davidson for the rest of the game. Oh, and if he keeps swinging at pitches like that, he is not going to get that triple. He's not going to get the cycle he needs. He needs to calm that bat down and make sure he's swinging at the right pitches. But it is the bottom of the 4th inning, so he's going to get some more at-bats. And again, he strikes out, chasing the high fastball by Mike Clevenger for out number 2 at the bottom of the 4th inning.
He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the 3rd baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to
Back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Indians go down 1-2-3. Haven't seen that too often. They trail by 3.
All right, guys, there's a couple players that are eligible on our team for the cycle, but we're going to stay with Matt Davidson here. And he looks like he's going to get another home run as that one is launched into left field. It's his second home run of the night, 446 feet off of Cody Anderson, I believe his name is, making the score 20-16. The settings are not all messed up. I've been playing on the same settings I've been playing on the whole season. I don't know what has happened with this game, but both teams have been offensive juggernauts, and the pitching has been atrocious on both sides, as the long ball has been a huge part of this game. We're going to go ahead and let Makana bat here. But it has just been a wild game on both sides offensively, as it's only the bottom of the 6th inning and it's 20-16. Unbelievable, as Mankata is trying to keep himself a part of the loop here in the offensive assault by the Chicago White Sox. He's down 0-2 in the count, but he's going to take this one to left field. That one is moving back, but it's going to be caught in left field by Michael Brantley. All right, guys, we're back again with Matt Davidson trying to get his cycle as he falls off the first pitch for strike one. He's got Tim Anderson at third base. As you can see, he's got 2 home runs, he's got a double, he's got a single, he's 4 for 5. He is 2 RBIs away from 100 RBIs, which would be huge for Matt Davidson, who wasn't even supposedly a lock coming out of spring training. Oh, as he swings at a changeup way out of the zone for strike 2. With 2 outs, he's trying to get his triple so he can get his cycle, but he's more importantly trying to keep some runs coming in, as the Indians have been coming back all night. As this one looks like it's going to be ground out to Francisco Lindor at shortstop, throwing the dirt, but they do throw out Matt Davidson, who moves to 4-6 on the night as we go to the top of the 8th inning.
The swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ronnie Chisenhall is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Tapped down the line. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Count remains at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Here's another 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Fouled away.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Jimenez under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians leave 1. They trail in this wild affair.
All right, guys, the Cleveland Indians are down to their last out. It is strike 1 from Jake McGee to Jose Ramirez, who's 1 for 5 with a double in the 1st inning tonight. It is a 22-16 game One of the craziest games you'll probably ever see in baseball, as this is going to do it. Excuse me, and that is the game. White Sox moved to 1.5 over the Cleveland Indians in what was a wild game. A 16 total runs for the Indians, 22 total runs for the White Sox. Adam Engel had 3 home runs. Matt Davidson was a triple shy of the cycle. It was a all-around fantastic game for the White Sox offensively. Pitching wise, it was terrible. A lot of home runs given up, but the White Sox will take the victory in any way that they can as they move to 1.5 up over the Indians. As you see, 22-30-1 for the White Sox, 16-18-0 for the Indians. You know what gets the win, moves to 8-3. So let's take a look at the craziness that occurred in this game. Top of the first, Edwin Encarnacion homered to center, a 3-run home run, making it 3-0 early against Alec Hansen, who only got into the 3rd inning. He pitched 2 innings. Top of the second, Michael Brantley homers to right, making it a 6-6 game. You guys saw a little bit of that in the 1st inning when it was 6-4, when we thought it was really crazy back then. Little did we know what this game was going to turn into. Bottom of the second, here's one of Engel's home runs. This is his first one. Homers to left field, a 2-run home run, making it 11-6. White Sox thought at this point that they had put the Indians away, that this was it. We put the nail in the coffin, but we did not. As we can see, a 3-run home run here. Lonnie Chisenhall makes it a 2-run game, 11-9. A 437-foot homer to right field only in the top of the 3rd inning. And you can see bottom of the 3rd inning, here's Matt Davidson with a huge home run. 454 feet. He gets an RB out of it. He is either at 98 or 99 RBIs total on the season, so it looks as though he's gonna get to 100 RBIs. Top of the 5th, Lonnie Chisenhall got his 2nd home run of the game, another one to right field. Another 400-foot plus home run, gets 2 RBIs out of it, making the score 16-12 in the top of the 5th inning. And then Tyler Naquin, 450-foot 3-run home run, ties the score up in the 5th inning at 16-16. The fans were getting worried. Some fans were leaving. It was a sold-out game. A lot of fans were leaving early on in the game for fears of a monster game for the Indians, as it was, but it was more so a monster game for the White Sox. Matt Davidson, another home run here, a solo right around the pole, making it 20-16. A 446 home run, 446 feet home run, I apologize. And then here is another Adam Engel home run, his 3rd one of the night, just like Matt Davidson, just practically in the same exact spot. A 2-run home run, 440 feet. And then Ramirez grounds out the shortstop, as you guys saw, to end this crazy game. A 22-16 victory for the Chicago White Sox, who now go into an off day and then head to Minnesota for the final 3 games of the season. As we take a look at the box score, I never show you guys this, but this is worth showing. Gordon went 3 for 5. Tim Anderson went 3 for 6. Bell went 2 for 6. Davidson went 4 for 6. Mancada 2 for 6. Delmonico 4 for 6. Jimenez 4 for 6. Engel 5 for 5. And the catcher, Kevin Smith, went 3 for 5. Offensively, I mean, look at that. Adam Engel, 7 RBIs. A huge game for him. A big confidence booster for him. Hansen, as you guys can see, not so well. Same with Dylan Cease, gave up 6 runs earned, 7 runs total, 8 hits, 2 in the 3rd innings pitched. Michael Yano put in a good performance. So did Daniel and Fonte McGee. It was Hansen and Cease that were unable to handle the Cleveland Indians early on in this game, but the bullpen was thankfully able to shut them down in the later innings. Alright guys, it is the last game of the year, and we have a 1.5 game lead over the Indians. Meaning, if you take a look, view today's games, we go to the Indians, they lost. meaning even if we lose this game, we finish the division up ahead of the Indians. We have clinched the American League Central Division, guys. We have officially clinched. To think about where we were at the trade deadline, at the All-Star game, we were sellers. We were in the bottom of the division. We were in the bottom of the league. And to come back and win the division. Granted, we're getting 86 or 87 wins. That's not a super strong division performance. But nonetheless, we're going to be in the playoffs. So we're still going to go ahead and play the last game of the season. We're going to have our roster a little bit different. We're going to have the younger guys in there playing and whatnot. You guys are going to get to see those guys playing. But we're going to go ahead and play this last game today in Minnesota against the Minnesota Twins. All right, guys, we're going to take a real quick look at today's lineup. We are going to put Michael Kopech in, try to prove that he can be one of the 4 starters for the playoffs. So in right field, we're going to have Ryan Cordell. DH, we're going to have Blake Rutherford. At first base, we're going to have Matt Davidson. We're keeping him in because he's 1 RBI away from 100 RBIs, so we're going to try to get him his 100th RBI. Jake Berger's going to be in the third. Adam Engel's going to be in center. Leury Garcia is going to take over in left. Tyler Saladino will take shortstop. Yolmer Sanchez got second, and Zach Collins is going to be behind the plate for today's game. So that means no Makata, no Bell, no Gordon, no Jimenez, no Anderson, no Delmonico. None of our regular starters except for Matt Davidson. He's going to try to get his 100th RBI of the season. But that is going to be our starting lineup for today's game. Welcome everybody to Target Field here in Minnesota. It is the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox. It is the last game of the 2018 regular season. It is going to be a playoff prep for the Chicago White Sox. Most of the regulars are out of the lineup. You're going to see a lot of today's young rising stars in the White Sox organization, such as Blake Rutherford, who's going to get his first MLB game under his belt. Jose Barros is on the mound today, 10-12 record, a 3.90 ERA. His innings are 170.2, meaning 2/3. His hits are a little bit over 1 per inning. His strikeouts are pretty good. His walks are pretty good. He is the ace of the Minnesota staff. And Ryan Cordell is going to be taking the first at-bat for the White Sox. And as always, guys, we're going to show you the very first at-bat of the game, as Ryan Cordell tries to have a solid last at-bat of the season. In his final game of the regular season, he's going to fly out to right field to start the game. Alright guys, Blake Rutherford just got his first major league hit. He took the very first pitch opposite field for a single to left, as he's going to get the ball in. Yolmer Sanchez is going to get the ball. First at bat, first pitch, gets his first hit. Congratulations to Blake Rutherford on getting his first hit. As we can see here, high inside, he takes it opposite field for a single, his first major league hit. Alright guys, as I said before, Michael Kopech is going to take the mound today for the start. He's 8-5. He's got a 5.10 ERA, 79 strikeouts, and 90 innings pitched, 43 walks. Today is going to be his chance to prove that he should be the 4th starter in the opening rotation when we start the playoffs. We're going to go to a four-man starting rotation. He's trying to prove that he should be the 4th starter, and this is going to be his chance. He's going to lead off against Brian Bruxton. And as always, guys, we're going to show you the first at bat as well here, as the flamethrower Michael Kopech throws a 98-mile-per-hour fastball for ball 1 to start the game for the White Sox defense. As you can see, Tyler Saladino in place for Tim Anderson today. And if the situation calls for it, they can always pitch hit, they could always pitch run. They're not going to just not be involved. They might be involved in the game at some point, depending on what the game calls for. And that is going to be a leadoff single for Brian Buxton, who now puts a ton of speed there at first base.
First baseman. Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Adam Engel reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Left fielder.
Ready now for the White Sox. Leury Garcia. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. White Sox able to add on thanks to this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the White Sox 5 and the Twins nothing.
This guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Garcia coming in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now batting. First baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Davidson. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout.
Alrighty, guys, you just saw that play. We are definitely, without a doubt, challenging that play. There is no way he was out. As we're going to see right here. Oh, safe by a mile. Safe by a mile. He's definitely safe. I'm glad we're challenging it. Matt Davis said they're most likely going to rule that an error. So he's not like he's going to get his batting average to go up. But it's a base runner. Why not? If he gets on base, assuming they overturn it, we're going to pitch run from him. He got his 100th RBI. Then he hit a home run and got 101 RBIs. But they're going to go ahead and challenge it. Or we are going to challenge it. I apologize. Let's take one more look. Safe. Absolutely no doubt about it. If they don't overturn this call, it is going to be extremely frustrating, as he was no doubt safe. And as we see, he was called safe. A successful challenge.
Here's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. First offering on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1. Popped him up. Berger has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Ready for another chance? Brian Dozier is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Curveball stays a little high that time. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
Alright guys, I guess it didn't record the very last thing, but we won 8-0, a great game. We'll take a real quick look at the box score so you guys can see. Cordell 0 for 4. Rutherford you saw his only hit of the game, unfortunately. Matt Davidson getting his 100th RBI early in the game in the first inning. He got another solo home run, putting his tally at 101. Navarez came in and played first base defensively. Jake Berger got a hit. Adam Engel got 2 RBIs and got a hit. Garcia hit a 2-run bomb to right field. Saladino got a hit. Sanchez got a hit. And Zach Collins, our prospect catcher, went 2 for 4, including a 2-run home run. Michael Kopech was fantastic, pitching a full 7 innings, giving up 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Dylan Cease came in, did his job, and so did Azari. It was a fantastic game on the part of the Chicago White Sox, getting a final win in the regular season before we go to the postseason. Alright guys, and before the postseason, let's go ahead and look through our roster, our lineup, and our pitching rotation, and see just how everybody did the entire year. Dee Gordon finished with a .310 batting average, a fantastic batting average. Great having him on top of the lineup. Tim Anderson finished .269, 26 home runs, 83 RBIs. A fantastic season for Tim. Josh Bell, who we got in the trade after we traded Abreu, a .321 average, 103 RBIs, 27 home runs. Fantastic. The biggest story of the team, Matt Davidson, someone who we weren't even sure if he was going to be our starting third baseman. 101 RBIs, 38 home runs, and he still kept his average up there at .270. Fantastic. Yoan Moncada in the first half of the season was batting in the 100s. He finished in the mid-250s. Fantastic season for Yoan Moncada. A great second half, as was the entire team. Nicky Delmonico came back after his injury and still played well, finishing .262 batting average. The RBIs were in the mid-40s, as you can see. The home run totals are low. Eloy Jimenez, who got a call-up before the September call-ups, played fantastic and earned himself a spot on this team. A .319 batting average, 47 home runs, 47 RBIs, 15 home runs. Adam Engel, another one that had struggled in the beginning of the season, turned it around, 11 home runs, 53 RBIs, .266 batting average, earning himself the position of the starting center fielder, going between Eloy Jimenez in the DH role. Omar Navarez, 9 RBIs, no home runs, but the batting average .271, fantastic. As we take a look at our bench, I'm just going to quickly scroll through. As Lori Garcia had a pretty good season. Kevin Smith, a .241 average. Ryan Cordell won Rookie of the Month a couple times, but finishing with a .206 average. Yolmer Sanchez, a .200 average. Blake Rutherford got his 4 at-bats. Jake Berger got 99 at-bats, not the average we want to see. He might be in AAA to start the season next year. We'll see how spring training treats him. And Zach Collins in his 14 at-bats was highly impressive. Alright guys, if we take a look at our starting rotation, 207 innings pitched for Lucas Giolito, a .317 ERA, 200 strikeouts. Fantastic job by Lucas Giolito. Carlos Rodon, 180 strikeouts and 185 innings. The ERA is great. Look at Michael Kopech, almost getting to the 100 innings pitched mark after being called up, a 9-5 record. ERA was brought down after his last start. Alec Hansen, not terrible for his rookie year. Could be better. He'll probably not make the starting rotation. He'll probably be in the bullpen for the playoffs. And Dane Dunning, the guy we've talked about all year, came out of spring training as the 5th starter. He stayed in the starting rotation the entire season. 179 innings pitched, 155 strikeouts, a .412 ERA. A great first season for Dane Dunning. Look at the bullpen real fast. I'll go through, I'll call out some names that we see that were impressive. Dylan Cease's ERA is up there after the Cleveland game, the 22-16 game. His strikeouts are fantastic per innings pitched. Fantastic job by Dylan Cease. Soria had a rough season. He stayed in the fives the entire season. See what happens with him next year, as I believe his contract does expire at the end of the season. We'll see what we do with him. Javier Izari, 338 and 8 innings pitched, showed his potential. And then we get to the big guys. Gregor Infante, a 1.59 ERA, 67 strikeouts and 62 and a thirds innings pitched. Fantastic, proving himself to be an elite reliever in the 2018 regular season. Xavier Cedeno, a 2.01 ERA. The strikeouts are right up there with the innings pitched, a 4-4 record. A great addition to the bullpen. And we made a trade. We traded Nate Jones and we got Jake McKee, who has a 1.57 ERA. Fantastic job by Jake McKee. And that is the 2018 team, guys. We're going to the Major League playoffs. We're going to compete for the World Series. We won our division. We won the AL Central. And we will quickly, I'm going to quickly go forward, guys. We're going to see who we are playing in the playoffs in the first round. We're going to see what the matchups are. And then the following episode after this one, we will start the postseason. I'm extremely excited. I hope you guys are too. A quick look at some of the statistics. Josh Bell finished second in the American League in batting average, and D. Gordon finished fourth. Fantastic job by those guys. We go to look at home runs. Matt Davison, second in the American League. Tied for second, I apologize. Behind Mike Trout, 10 shy, but being in the same kind of sentence as Mike Trout is such an honor. And congratulations on Matt Davison on a fantastic season. Guys, we take a look at RBIs. Josh Bell finishing sixth in the league in RBIs, 103 RBIs. We look at Mike Trout, who had 134. A stellar season from Mike Trout. We look at D. Gordon leading the league in stolen bases by a handful over Delano DeShields Jr. of the Texas Rangers with 48 stolen bases. Congratulations, D. Gordon. We take a look at wins. Sixth is Lucas Giolito with 16 wins. Our ace is up there in the amount of wins. Fantastic job. Another thing to show his dominance here, shutouts. He led the league with 5 shutouts throughout the year, and that was huge in contributing to his 3.17 ERA, showing his dominance as an elite pitcher in the league. We take a quick look at the awards, and we see that the Gold Glove third baseman is Matt Davidson. Another honor for Matt Davidson, who had a fantastic season. Another thing I'd like to add is he's beating out guys like Adrian Beltre. As you can see, the 2016 winner, he's beating out guys like Manny Machado, Josh Donaldson. So fantastic job for you, Matt Davidson. A big piece of the 2018 Chicago White Sox. In the Silver Sluggers at first base, we have Josh Bell, who had a 3.21 ERA, over 100 RBIs. Fantastic job by you, Josh Bell.